can
Copy
relate
कर
each
लीजिए
of
घंटा
these moments, from the highs to the challenges, from the laughter to the lessons. It's all captured in this playlist.
स्टूडियो
Waiting
से है
for
ना
you to take a nostalgic trip
शेर
to the
अरे
year that was. Thank you.
रे चित्ता अरे कॉपी कर हां नुसतं स्लाइड कर 3 बोटानं विजय सर अंडर विजय सर आलं बघ कमांड वे
आम्ही हे
ओके बघ ठीक आहे एवढं ठीक आहे ना ठीक आहे डोके होते फक्त कधी अजून आहे पाहिजे कोणाचं प्लेन बॅग बी नसेल की नाही आहे नाही खराब झालं ते
छोटा बॉक्स आहे
झालंय तुटलेलं दिसत तुटली आणि ते स्लाईड होते ना साईडला
ते आहे
कुठलं
ते बॅग कवर आहे म्हणजे
ते आणू काय
ते बसून
हां
ते हे म्हणजे
चेपणार नाही कसं चेपणार वर आहे आठवणार आहे
The induction program will start in 5 minutes. Be ready.
I request everyone to please put their phones on silent.
उचल हां ठीक आहे एकच मिनिट झालं कायच असणार आहे. कायच असणार आहे. नाही इकडे या साईडला हे डिझाईनच तसलं आहे. काय करायचं. तिकडे सर बस
मैम अभी सब ले लेंगे। हाँ अभी आ रहे हैं। टीम रेडी है कैमरा।
हे तुझ्या नेटवर चालू आहे काय? होय, स्विच करू माझ्यावर घेऊया. 27 झाले त्याचं चार्जिंग.
स्टुडंटवर असेल
हे बंद करू.
बंद कर. नाही ना का इथं काम चालू होते तोपर्यंत चालू होता. तुझं येते ना सोडा. ते लॅपटॉप तिथे ठेवला की
Guests will be arriving shortly. I request everyone to stand up on the seats. Good morning. I think this.
We'll keep this blank.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Sir.
very vibrant and cheerful good morning to everyone present here. On behalf of the entire faculty and student team of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Science and Technology, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the much-awaited induction Deeksharmbh 2025, right here in this very auditorium.
I, Rajesh,
And I am Sopan Satsar.
we are absolutely ecstatic to be the host for your today's event. Today marks not just the beginning of an event, but the beginning of a brand new chapter in the lives of our freshers. First, I'd like to introduce our honorable guest for today's event, our chief guest, Mr. Rajesh Borde, sir, country manager at Digital India HP Enterprises. Our guest of honor, Mr. Vinay Godbole, sir, assistant vice president at Hexaware Technologies. Our special guest for today's event, Mr. Vinu Varghese, sir, president of Shro Systems, Mr. Krishna Rathod, sir, BDM at Show Systems, Mr. Nagesh Adgale, sir, the PBM of HP Enterprises, and our esteemed faculty members and our newest and brightest students, the future torchbearers of our institution.
And what better way to start this beautiful journey than by invoking the light of wisdom and positivity?
Let us now commence the day with the traditional lamp lighting ceremony, a symbol of knowledge, purity, and new beginnings.
We humbly request our esteemed dignitaries to initiate the lamp lighting ceremony and providing the commencement of our event with divine blessings.
Okay.
Sir, just click it.
Wonderful.
Thank you to all our dignitaries for performing the lamp lighting ceremony and illuminating our path forward.
We now formally inaugurate the induction program Deeksharmbh 2025, marking the beginning of a promising academic journey for our new students.
Let's now introduce and felicitate our distinguished guests who honor us with their presence today. I now request Dr. Manisha Phende ma'am and Mr. Vijay Patil sir to join us on the dais and felicitate our honorable guests of today's event. Our first guest is Mr. Rajesh Borde sir. Thank you sir for being here.
Welcome to Dpusst Science and Technology.
Our next guest is Mr. Vinay Godbole, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Next, we have Mr. Vinu Varghese sir. Thank you sir for gracing us with your presence.
Next, we have Mr. Krishna Rathod, sir. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
Up next, we have Mr. Nagesh Radgalai, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this auspicious day.
Now, I would like to hand over the dais to my fellow cohort, Anushka Bhalan.
Thank you, Sopan. To begin with the speeches, I would like to call our Director in Charge, Dr. Manisha Vinde ma'am, to share her insights and guidance with us. Ma'am, please, the stage is all yours. Yeah, thank you.
So, welcome to Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Science and Technology. This institute, Science and Technology, it is a constituent unit of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit. Under the umbrella of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit and blessings of Dr. P.D. Patil sir, we are running 14 institute, and our institute is associated with UGC and AICTE. Today is the first day of your joining, so I welcome everyone here, students and parents. It's my great honor to welcome you all to D.Y. Patil School of Science and Technology. Today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter of your life that is filled with opportunities, challenges, and growth. As Swami Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Let this inspire you as you step into the world of computer science, engineering, and application studies. Not just to learn, but to innovate, solve real world problems, and build a better tomorrow. This journey is about more than textbook or laboratories. It's about curiosity, courage, and the commitment to apply your knowledge for the greater good. You may face challenges, but each one is a chance to rise higher. You are not alone at Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Science and Technology. You will find your mentors, your peers, and a vibrant community ready to support you. To the parents, thank you for your trust on DY Patil Group. Together, we aim to nurture not just future professionals, but responsible and compassionate human beings. Welcome to this exciting journey. Let's begin with purpose, with passion, and with pride. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inspiring words. Next, we have the pleasure of welcoming our guest of honor, Mr. Vinay Godbole, sir. Mr. Vinay Godbole, Assistant Vice President at Hexaware Technologies. Sir received his Bachelor's of Computer and Master's in Computer Science from KTHM College, Nashik, University of Pune. Sir has over 25 years of diverse IT service experience across various industry verticals and worked on various types of software projects like development, maintenance, enhancement, migration, porting, product implementation, etc. In global delivery model, he is currently working with Hexaware Technologies Limited as Assistant Vice President 2 and working with Hexaware for the last 7+ years. Prior to that, he worked with other leading IT services companies like Cognizant, Wipro Technologies, KPIT Cummins Infosystems, and erstwhile Satyam Computers Limited. I request Sir to join the podium to address the gatherings. Please, sir.
Yeah. Audible? Yeah. Okay. So, all the respected dignitaries on the days, all the professors, and all my dear student friends, wish you all a very good morning. And I'm sure we are excited on this first day at this institute. right? So, first of all, let me congratulate to have your admission done at this institute, and I'm sure you will enjoy your time here. Okay. I would also like to thank DY Patil School of Science and Technology for giving me this opportunity, and in fact, giving me an opportunity to visit a college campus after a long time. Okay. So, thanks for that. As you all know, computers, I mean, uh, your generation is all, I would say, digital native now, right? So computers and computer science, if you have seen, you see impact in each of our day-to-day life, be it, be it any sector, right? From banking, research in any core sciences, you take defense, you take insurance, you take travel and transportation, and hospitality, right? So it has entered into each one of its life. I mean, you can't stay without it. That's the reality, right? So in India, you must have seen IT services sector. Obviously, there are a few product companies as well, but IT services sector has been, in limelight for, last many years, and has generated really a, I would say, large number of opportunity to, earlier generations, as well as right now we are at a stage which is, bit challenging. So I would just like to highlight, few salient points. Again, I don't want this lecture to be just Gyan or academics. Okay. So I think since these courses are focused on the AI, machine learning, all these, right? So I would like to, brief you in terms of, how they are impacting the world. You must have already read, right? Since you chose to opt for this branch, I'm sure each one of you must have gone through what AI means or how it is impacting the world. What are the opportunities? I'm sure each of you must have done this homework already, right? So, we are at a challenging stage where there have been on social media, if you search, or even on Google, if you search, you will find there are numerous discussions. So some people will go to an extreme and say whether programmers will be required or not, right? So whereas on other hand, there have been challenges which AI tools, despite of whatever training it gets, but still there are challenging situations, right? So it is a very, I would say, interesting era in which we are in. So I think most of you, I mean, I think these all students must have studied mathematics at 12th, right? How many of you really love mathematics? Sorry, I mean, is there any maths faculty here? Okay. Now you will wonder why these guys behind us were, emphasizing on mathematics. But what I have learned, I mean, what I have seen is most of the engineers. Hello, am I audible? Yes. Most of the engineers, there are four M1, M2, M3, M4 papers. People do just, study, somehow pass it, and then they forget, right? But with AI and machine learning, if you see the foundation of AI and machine learning is all mathematics, statistics. I mean, just don't go by my words. You yourself go browse, syllabuses of various, I would say, institute of eminence in India, abroad, right? In fact, in many universities in US, you won't find Department of Computer Science as a separate department. Many times it is part of electrical and electronics engineering, right? So here, what I would like you to suggest that, fine, I mean, you got into AI and ML as a branch, but you will have to focus and learn mathematics and statistics. Okay. In fact, I will give you few pointers which I myself is trying to, I would say, revise, because see, for me also it is a learning, right? When I did my post graduation 30 years back, I remember artificial intelligence was one of the elective at that time, but it was not in demand because there were no jobs for AI, right? So obviously, it was not in that focus as it is right now. Now, if I see that the subjects in mathematics like your linear algebra, calculus, then differential equations, that topics like probability and statistics are all backbone of your AI and ML journey. So if just don't think that, okay, maths and stat, okay, there are 4 papers. I think madam will give us syllabus, some senior will give us notes, somehow we'll pass. Do not go by that attitude, okay? Because in longer term, that's not going to help. And I'll tell you, since I have worked in so many companies earlier, people at my age or slightly junior to me as well are taking and trying to learn these mathematical concepts now. Okay, so it is of, I would say, since you are at first year, please pay full attention on these topics because that is eventually going to help you. I don't want any of you to go in a 4th year and then start wondering, oh, I should have done maths and stat rigorously. Okay, and go yourself and check. All abroad universities, they focus on linear algebra, right? So if any of you wants to go to US for first year, check the MS syllabus, right? You will find maths and stat as an integral part of it. Okay. Now, all of you will be wondering, and we are at a stage where people in our days there used to be assignments in first year or second year, right? Some program, palindrome, factorial, all these programs, right? And obviously we used to struggle, right? Because we have to learn it hard way. But now with the advent of ChatGPT, I'm sure you will just go, you'll get a program, right? I'm not saying that is bad. It's a productivity accelerator, but do not blindly follow it. What I mean is, do not always rely on ChatGPT because if you just copy paste the code, right? Just think about it. What is the value you are getting in, right? Because any other person can also do it, right? After some learning, what is that you are bringing to the table? So I'm not saying don't use ChatGPT, but use that ChatGPT or Gemini or any of such platforms. Look at to improve productivity, not as a complete replacement. Okay, so because otherwise you will never learn fundamentals. That is the biggest risk which I see at this juncture. Okay. And another important point, I mean, see, technically, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of opportunities. In fact, Madam just told me that, there are some good computing facilities which are coming your way, right? So I'm pretty sure you will not have those challenges which our generation faced. So that is a really good thing. Another important point to make you industry ready is to focus on, excellent communication skills. Okay, because most of the times what I see during my campus hiring experiences or any of the freshers for that matter. See, you take, I mean, I don't want to name any company here, but you take any Indian IT services company, just ask them how much time you need to train the freshers. Minimum time is 6 months. Why? Because they have to bring the students to that level, right? Not only on technology topics, but also on soft skills, communication, and all that. Because those days are gone. I mean, if I compare my stage, right, say 25 years back, in a team of 10, only that's what I was telling man that in team of 10, only one lead will speak to customer. Those days are gone. Okay. Now customers wants to hear, understand from each of the team members. which which means that if he notices the weaknesses that this person is not able to communicate, or this person is not able to demonstrate what he is doing, or his whatever issues. See, customers are okay to hear the issues, but as long as you are effectively communicating. So that is the that is, I would say, an important skill along with your technical skills. Okay, so do not think that okay, soft skills or communication is just a I think business English will be part of.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is.
And lastly, there have been a lot of talks going on in terms of stress that which students are going through. So develop, I would say, enjoy your time in college, make new friends. Okay, all this digital, hybrid, and remote working I understand it's a new way of working, even I am doing that. But still, there are moments which you need to, enjoy together with your friends, develop those relationships. Okay, so focus on that as well, because it will develop your, social skills. It will also develop your emotional intelligence. See, unfortunately, most of the guys only focus on IQ, right? But of the late, you will see EQ has also got a large importance, and ultimately you have to become a responsible citizen, right? So to make all this happen, I think these are the key points which I would like, or I would, don't take it as a gap. Treat me as your friend, and see if these points can help you. Again, this is a time where you are starting a new chapter in your life, and this is the first step in your professional education. So I wish you all the best. Okay, keep winning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing us with your presence. Now we invite our chief guest, Mr. Rajesh Bode, sir. Mr. Rajesh Bode, a seasoned business and sales leader in the IT industry with nearly 20 years of experience. He is currently serves as the country head for channels and distributions at HP Enterprise, based in Pune. Throughout his impressive career, Mr. Bode has held several key positions, including country manager, digital sales for banking and finance services vertical, as well as leadership roles for the enterprise product sales across Maharashtra and Western India. He is widely recognized for his strength in strategic growth planning, team leadership, data-driven storytelling, and channel management excellence. I request Sir to share his thoughts and experience with us.
Thank you. Good morning. I think I had a presentation. Yeah, it's okay. So very good morning to all of you, and thanks for giving me this opportunity, Manisha ma'am, and all the departments of head, and my co-colleague from the industry, Vinay. Very good morning to all of you. So let me get into my presentation. I just thought that I will. Okay. So this is out of habit. Being a career salesperson in the IT industry, and as Vinay said, that the most important skill to hone is how do you sell ideas. The best thing that you've done is, I think most of you have taken this pledge, and I believe that this is your choice that you made to choose this line, this industry, and I wish you all the very best in terms of your future journey ahead. A few tips which we thought that we'll cover today as a part of this journey that you are undertaking. And this surely comes, like Vinay said, he spent a good amount of time in the industry, and I've spent more than 25, 26 years in this industry. And what I'm going to about to kind of share with you is this journey and what is the learnings. Uh, the beauty is that you all are starting with a huge advantage. The advantage is that the difference when I see between if I were in your shoes and rewind what happened about 25 to 28 years ago, the difference is the availability of data at a fingertip. All of you use smartphones, and data is so democratized today that anybody at any time can have access to data. Not only data, you can have access to knowledge if you convert that data into knowledge. Like what does that data speak to you? So having said that, my advice to you, or sharing my thoughts that given your commitment towards education, that's the best thing that you've done. You are joining, an industry which is exciting because India is always transformative. We as a country are undergoing rapid changes in all fields. Let me give you a small example and anecdote. How many of you know Dolly Chaiwala over here? Yeah, everybody? Okay. Now, how did he become famous? He used technology, right? At the end of the day, nothing to do with chat. I mean, I was very upset with Bill Gates. I told him, that throughout my life I used your products. I've been using enough PPTs and I'm using MS Word and Excel. You never came to meet me. You went to meet a chaiwala. Okay. But jokes apart, the fact lies is that technology can be a great enabler, and you've chosen that line. Make sure that, as Vinay rightly said, that you could use ChatGPT as an enabler, but do not become a slave to that tool. At the end of the day, there is something known as critical thinking, and that ability comes out of your own mindset. One thing that you should always do is that have an attitude to fail fast, learn quickly, and again rebound. That is something that you should always look at. Do not have a fear of failure. And the biggest thing that we see between the generation gap that we have, that there is no fear of failure right now. It is good to fail because failure teaches you more than wins. Wins, quick wins, specifically, give you a sense of entitlement. And you think, oh, this is child's play. यूं हो जाता है. But the fact is that if you fail and you try, you learn better. You are all first grade, year students. And the first thing that I would want you to do is that, have this attitude. And before you get into that, one commodity that I would want you to always be extremely careful about, be very sensitive about, and that is time. You can create everything in the world, you cannot create time. If you see the time between the last 15-20 minutes that we are here, I cannot get that back, no matter what. The same thing applies for your education. The choices that you make in life, you will always have choices. But how you utilize your time is the most important choice that you will ever make. So be very, very, aware of the fact that how you're going to utilize time. Because time is something which just fleets away. You blink and, if I'm standing over here and I say, oh, wonderful, yeah, last 25, 30 years, we did engineering, MBA, got all those things, traveled the world. But all of that seems to be just like a moment and gone. And hence, time is the most important asset that you have. Kindly utilize your time. It's a temptation of spending time in the canteen. It's a temptation of time spending in the labs. That will actually distinguish the go-getters from the also-hats. I'm not saying that life has to be mundane, that everything. You could sit in the canteen and get some great ideas. Okay? But ask yourself what kind of conversations you're having at the end of the day. Because what you keep as company is also going to matter to you in your life. And hence, this slide, in terms of if I have to just, I don't know what. Be a problem solver. Relentlessly think about how you could, overcome your obstacles. And the most important is working smart is better than working hard. So even in your approaches, most of you will lead, institutions, have a career where you will have dreams. A lot of you will want to have startups of your own, have this. All those dreams can come true. Surely with your tenacity towards your work and your culture. Build those ethics right now. Because you cannot say that I will go and build those ethics later. How you approach life right now, how you approach learning right now will take you a long way. And that brings me to becoming a lifelong learner. All of you, buzzwords will come and go. The IT industry is full of jargons. We like to have, everything short formed. And every day we are ourselves lost the number of short forms that come in from the industry. But that is the way. But the fact is that, are you, curious in this right now? And my work takes me more in terms of conversational skills and selling a dream to customers. But having said that, whatever you learn over here, do it with the purpose of saying that I'm acquiring a skill which I need to have, the skill which is going to last me a lifetime. Because if your roots are strong, if your base is strong, if your concepts are strong, then the tree will grow vertically, it will bear fruits. Because at the end of the day, you need to be a fruit bearing tree. Not just a tree, but a fruit bearing tree. And why I insist on the word fruit bearing tree? Because those are the most valuable people. Unless you give results, unless you give outcomes, unless you are giving. Trees can be green, they can have leaves, and they can survive. But at the end of the day, the people who get in the money, who really are valuable, is that aam ka ped, because it bears the fruit. So you have to go deep in terms of your knowledge base as well as moving a little forward. This is more of a preachy slide. I was told to present this, okay, and this is what we do. And it's a great investment. You should be really happy that the kind of investment which your college, the esteemed DY Patil institution, is making towards making sure that you as students get exposure to the latest and the best technologies. There was a time for us when getting into a computer lab meant keeping your shoes outside. Okay, you got about half an hour, okay, on a computer, and that too you had to share it. It was not 1:1. Today, most of you will be having laptops, right? Or most of you have smartphones. Do you know the smartphone today that you have has got processing capability, which is more than what was used to launch man into space? That is the kind of processing power that you have in your hand. And it's a fact. I've been to Houston and they actually show you that. If you ever have the chance, and I would say the opportunity to visit NASA in Houston, and just see the lab which launched man on the moon, and you would see huge computers. You would see this thing. And what was the gigabyte? Even it was not in gigabytes of memory that was utilized. And if that was achieved, just imagine what you have in your hand today. So all of you are smart. It is how you utilize technology which is going to take you further. What this stands for is our commitment as an organization that what we can do along with industry, along with the institution to create students for the future. You have to make best use of the lab activities that you have. And as I said earlier, feel free to experiment, ask questions, be curious. Because if you're not curious, you're going to say that first to 10, I went to a school, there was a fixed syllabus, I didn't have a choice, I did that. When you make a choice in engineering, engineering is a very vast field. It is not about passing an exam. Don't have an attitude that I have to pass an exam. Then your learning will be very narrow. Go with the attitude that I want to understand the concept. Be curious, relentless, be question. You got a great faculty with you, and just make sure that you are. And I'm telling you, today, with the knowledge that is available, the data that is available, you could far be ahead of even the teachers in terms of your curiosity. You just look at all the top CEOs of various companies today who are leading ITs. One thing that distinguishes them from their peers has been their relentless exercise of continuous learning. And I would urge you just read the story of Satya Nadella, who heads Microsoft today, and just see the amount of time he spends even today taking courses, online courses. CEO of Microsoft is in a continuous learning mode. So those are the inspirations. So the same thing, as I said, that you need to draw inspiration from this. Coming to this, it's important that you skill yourselves, utilize these facilities. We, along with Intel, have come out with this program called Unnati, which means progress. So you have labs, and in collaboration with your esteemed organization, we are setting up this lab in your facility, along with our partners, Show Systems, who will be delivering it and installing it over here. But please do make use of this facility. It's a great investment. I will not go too much into this, but just tell you that there are enough and more courses also along with HPE in education sectors, which over a course of time, I don't say that you have to do it in first year, but these are available. And one of the reasons is that what I see in front of me is the future of India, right? At the end of the day, you are the people who are going to shape the country. And that is the most important thing that you deliver. So the onus on you and the responsibility that you bear is that India will continue to be shining only with your efforts. And hence, your continuous investment in terms of keeping the country ahead, being the leader in all fields, rests on your shoulders. We as an industry want to partner that growth. And that's why all these training programs are available. It's a busy slide. I don't want you to be too overwhelmed with it. Because at the end of the day, each one of you needs to take that initiative in terms of how you will deliver on your promise. Okay. Few skills which are, I would say, absolutely lifelong skills that you should hone. The fact lies is that information. You get into a meeting, if you have information with you, you will lead conversations. When I made a great point that you need to have great conversational skills, because at any given point of time, no matter what role, you don't have to be in sales to sell something. If you want to sell your idea, imagine some of you want to have a startup of your own. When you have a startup, you're going to stand in front of some VCs and make a pitch for your product. If you don't have communication skills, if you're not confident about doing that, then that becomes an issue. And hence it's important. But make information your biggest asset. Because if you have information, then you can take wise decisions. Without information, you're only taking assumptions. You're making assumptions, and assumptions could lead you anywhere. It's best to have some information, some data points. Analytical skills are given. And when you have data, how do you utilize it? So analytics is an important field, and it will be a life skill for you throughout your lives. As you grow in your careers, you'll understand the importance of this even more. And hence, if you have any subjects which deal with analytics of data, please take them seriously. Okay. I mentioned presentation skills. I will not dwell on that. But the last, there are about 100 people over here, more than 100 over here, and a lot of you will make friends. All of it. I would say build strong relationships when you are in college. Have great friendships developed, because networking helps you lifelong. It is very difficult, and I can tell you this with experience, that if I have to knock somebody's door and go and make a call on somebody, and I'm introducing myself, that person is going to start judging me from the moment I start saying a hello to him. Okay. Now just imagine the reverse. If I knew that person and I went and met him, then already he will say chai chahiye or coffee chahiye, and the conversation will start. It's sometimes all about picking up the phone and talking to a friend and saying that, hey, in that city, do you know somebody? Can you introduce me to somebody? So networking skills are again a life lesson, and they all come in handy. We didn't have WhatsApp during our time, so we have. But some of the most busiest chats that happen today are all with your college friends, with your school friends. And why is it that? Because you want to connect and network. Some of the times I have seen, simple tools like LinkedIn, I get requests for jobs so many times. And what happens? There's somebody reaches out to me and he shows his interest, and we've hired also through that process. At the end of the day, how you use social media, how you network with people, how you get to know people is very, very important. So these skills that I've listed over here are soft skills. Vinay alluded to that earlier, but it is something that might not come out of textbooks. This comes out of practice. I would say the best utilization of your time is that if you feel that you're weak in something, if you believe that you have fear of public speaking, then spend half an hour every day to do public speaking. But how do you overcome your fear? If you move away from your fears are going to catch you. If you think you are a little bit poor on math, okay, spend that half an hour, 45 minutes on maths every day. Because every day that you spend, you'll get better. By the end of the month, you'll be confident about things. So the best thing to do is attack your fears in its face. Do not sit at the back. Every day, if you think that I'm not good at something, start working on that. Spend some quality time saying that no, it is. It could be speaking skills, it could be analytical skills, it could be any other skill. Take part in extracurricular activities. This is the only time you're going to get it. इसके बाद काम ही करना है. खुद का काम करना है, या you have to do it for somebody else. But Why it is important? It teaches you team building activities, skills, how you conceptualize things, how you do things, how do you execute things. It's great to see young people come over here and talk. You know, that's a skill that they have developed. So congratulations to all of you. Okay, they're already a step ahead. Yeah. This is something that you all have. Digital dexterity, you already have all the tools available with you. Be curious, learn on yourself. Be self-learners. Don't say that, I'm going to go and, depend on my teacher to teach me. Your teachers are there to guide you now. Gone are the days of that Gurukul system where, जो teacher ने बोला वही करना है. No, I would say challenge your teachers. And only intelligent people can challenge. And what I mean by challenge, I'm not saying that you prove in a demeaning manner that, prove it. You need to challenge your teachers in a way saying that why is this happening the way it is? Or where am I going to use this knowledge? Can you tell me? Sometimes, if you don't know what this knowledge is, what this subject is all about, and where is it applied in regular life, then you will just learn it for the sake of learning it, and you will forget it also equally fast. And you have to use this strategic thinking, human intelligence, agility and adaptability, and of course sustainability orientations. All these are buzzwords of today, but why you need to start it at a foundation and have it imbibed within yourselves is so that when you're moving ahead, you have a path defined. Engineering is one field which is very vast in nature, extremely vast. You don't have the biggest difference that you will find between your schooling and your engineering is that already you will be having a 10 numbers of reference books. It's not one book, one chapter from which questions are going to come your way. And most importantly, you have to look at life ahead of you. Don't approach engineering from a very narrow path of passing an exam and getting a degree. Because let me tell you, degrees are going to be exceedingly, something which is going to not be valuable in the days ahead. You look at Tesla, for example. Just see the way they hire people. They're not hiring, no matter what school you came from, whether you went to college, what's happening. It's all about what you get to the table. So if you approach your engineering with the fact that I want to gain knowledge and not just a degree, then because more and more, just imagine today we are talking about the world that we have in terms of ChatGPT 4, is it? Okay. By the time you pass out, guess what version of ChatGPT would be there? Just 4 years. So the world is going to change rapidly by the time you reach that 4th year. And after that, you will say, what did I learn in the last 4 years? So make sure that you treat this as creating a base and be curious about learning all the time. I would love to be connected with you on LinkedIn. Okay, create your social profiles. Mind you, tomorrow when you go for a job, somebody knows more about you even before you walk into that door. They know exactly what your preferences are, where you had coffee last time. Okay, what is the post that you have, possibly your political, social, sports inclinations, all of that. So be extremely careful about what you put out there. What is frivolous is something that you're talking about yourself. It's great to be opinionated, but be careful with your words. Because somebody is making a digital print about you as you speak. Because nothing is private today. For all the good things that WhatsApp says that your chat is private and everything, let me tell you, and Vinay would agree with me, that every digital data that you put out there is analyzed. Those features which come out over there, all of that, is put out there because somebody is analyzing data. So that is one thing that I would leave with you, that when you create your journey right now with a conscious mind, that whatever you're putting out there in the digital world is going to last forever. Somebody can come 10 years from now and say, oh, you said that, or you did that, or that was your post. So we be very, very careful about that, but also create your presence. You're going to market yourself. At the end of the day, you have to market yourself. The biggest asset that you have today is not about having an engineering degree, but it's about what you bring to that engineering degree. So with that, I'll end. And I thank you for this opportunity again, once again. And I will end this by saying all the best to you. A glorious journey lies ahead of you. It's your journey. Everybody owns that journey. But make sure you make your own journey great and fabulous. With that, all the best. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful speech.
Thank you.
so much.
We are proud to share that our college is at the forefront of technological advancement and innovation. We have a fully functional 5G lab established in collaboration with the Department of Telecommunication, Government of India. Our institution also hosts an active IEEE student branch that regularly engages students in technical development and leadership. Additionally, our students have consistently showcased their talent and creativity by participating in national level platforms like the Smart India Hackathon, further strengthening our culture of innovation and excellence. And now we are privileged to announce our latest collaborations with Red Hat Academy and Intel Unity Labs.
Let me take a moment to introduce Red Hat Academy, a global learning initiative by Red Hat, a leader in open source enterprise technology. This academy partners up with colleges to offer students free access to Red Hat industry aligned courses like Linux, cloud computing, containers, DevOps, automations, and AI. In short, Red Hat Academy helps bridge the gap between academic learning and real world skills to prepare students for the tech industry from day one. I request the dignitaries to officially launch this exciting collaboration between Red Hat Academy and Dr. D.Y. Patil with Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Science and Technology.
Now, let me take a moment to shed some light on our second collaboration with the Intel Unity Lab. The Intel Unity is a powerful initiative by Intel to help colleges set up state-of-the-art labs focused on emerging technologies like AI, IoT, cloud computing, and high-performance computing. These labs, called Intel Unity Labs of Excellence, provide hands-on infrastructure, ready-to-use curriculum, and training to bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world industry needs. Students and faculty get access to tools, certifications, mentorship, and national level programs like industrial training, innovation challenges, and research funding, all designed to make students future ready. I request our dignitaries to
Rajesh,
initiate
sir.
the inauguration.
Ragni Kode, sir.
every industry is transforming, and data is at the heart of every transformation. It's up to you. You need a way to ensure data is always on, always fast, automated, and on demand. An approach that enables hybrid cloud and takes you to a place where your infrastructure predicts and prevents issues so you can focus more on areas that drive innovation. But you're up against shifting headwinds, including complexity, unpredictable demand, the need to support both new and existing initiatives, and massive data growth as your data flows everywhere. You don't have to go it alone. This is where intelligence changes everything. The Intelligent Data Platform from HPE powers your business with AI-driven insight, where a global intelligence engine keeps your infrastructure always on, always fast, and always optimized. It's built for cloud, delivering agility so data can flow seamlessly in a way that's protected and always accessible. And you can transform to an as-a-service experience, giving you the simplification, cloud economics, and control that you need. HPE is here to help you transform with intelligent storage, enable hybrid cloud, modernize data protection, and unleash hidden insights from your data edge to cloud. With the Intelligent Data Platform from HPE,
the truth is, innovation doesn't just happen on its own. Every breakthrough, every bold idea, it begins with what if? It takes commitment, it takes collaboration, and it takes trust. At Intel Foundry, we know that progress is built together, listening, learning, working alongside you to turn ideas into reality. Because big ideas need the right foundation, a strong manufacturing partner, a resilient, secure supply chain, a robust ecosystem of partners, and technology that accelerates your ambition. Let's build what's next. Let us earn your trust every single day. You have big ideas? We're in.
We are excited to share a wonderful update that reflects our college's commitment to empowering our students with the tools they need to succeed in today's digital age. As part of this initiative, our college will be providing brand new HP laptops to all first year BTech students. Currently, these laptops are undergoing essential software installations and configuration to ensure they are ready for seamless use. Once this setup is process is complete, the laptops will be officially handed over to the students. This thoughtful step will not only support academic growth but also equip students with the digital confidence to face future challenges. A big thank you to our college committee for making this possible.
I would like to request our honorable dignitaries to provide the selected students Sparsh Badgusar, AIDS, Ojaswini Rajguru from CS, Samin Ali from AIDS, Yashvi Lalit Patel from CS, and Disha Sahela from CS with the demo laptops. Now I would like to request Dr. Swati ma'am to take over the dais and deliver the vote of thanks.
Inaugurate the today itself, so that because you are the best person we received from HP.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil, School of Science and Technology, Dr. D.Y. Patil, Vidyapith, Pune, it is my great honor and privilege to extend the vote of thanks at the first year induction program Deeksharmbh 2025. First and foremost, my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. P.D. Patil, sir, for his visionary leadership and unwavering support in promoting academic excellence and technological innovation. A sincere thanks to our Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. Bhagyashree Ma'am for her constant encouragement and invaluable guidance. I extend my deepest appreciation to our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Dr. N.J. Pawar sir and Honorable Pro-Vice-Chancellor Dr. Mrs. Smita Jadhav Ma'am, Honorable Registrars Dr. J.S. Bhavalkar sir for their unwavering commitment to the smooth execution of the event. A special word of gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Rajesh sir, for gracing this occasion with their esteemed presence and their sharing their insightful perspectives. We are also profoundly thankful to our guest of honor, Mr. Vinay sir, for their valuable contribution. I also wish to extend my sincere gratitude to our special guests, Mr. Binu sir, Mr. Krishna sir, and Mr. Nagesh sir for their esteemed presence. A special thank you to our Director in charge, Dr. Manisha Binde ma'am, for her leadership and dedication in ensuring the success of this event. I would also like to express my gratitude to our management, faculty members, administrative staff, IT team, and our student volunteers for their dedicated efforts and behind the scene work that made this event run smoothly. Finally, a warm thank you and heartfelt welcome to all our students and their guardians for joining the first year induction program Diksha Aram 2025. So thank you and welcome all to this DPU SST journey. And a small announcement I would like to announce. After this program, we'll have a lunch break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then after lunch, we scheduled a campus visit with the student volunteers and the admission team. And I also would like to announce one small request to the first year student. Then please join the official WhatsApp group for the upcoming activities regarding the induction program. And from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start our induction at 8, and the attendance is mandatory for everybody. So at 8 a.m., we have a yoga session, and the yoga trainer is coming from outside. So I request all the students to join and enjoy the yoga session for your first day. Attendance is mandatory. So please join the WhatsApp group for all the important details and the instructions regarding the induction program. Thank you once again.
I request everyone to remain at their seats and stand up for the group photo.
Oh yeah.
You can all take a short break for lunch now.
Short break.
करा ना सर